How much is China worry in terms of it not following rules-based order? It has been putting, of course, a lot of pressure on India in its northern borders, claiming Arunachal Pradesh as well. It has problems with Australia. It has been weaponizing trade when it comes to Australia. How do you see China in a world which is changing fast?
Well, what China does is clear to the world. What Australia and India continue to do is try to talk through the issues that both countries have with that other nation. So in relation to border talks, those border talks continue, and in relation to Australia's trade issues with China, we are seeking to stabilise the relationship by talking to them for the first time in a number of years. Just because we talk to them doesn't mean that we will surrender our sovereignty. We will continue to agree where we can, we'll disagree where we must, but at all times we will protect our national interest. And it's that national interest that Australia and India have that's brought us together as partners in the Quad to ensure that the region in which we live is a region characterised by countries predominantly who are prepared to abide by the rules that the United Nations and others have put in place to ensure that we avoid conflict, that we don't have irritations that can potentially lead to other issues in our region.
So China has been staking claim to regions in South China Sea, Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh as well. Do you think that these irritants are going away overnight? How do you see these area being claimed by Beijing?
Well, the South China Sea is of concern, and it's been the subject of arbitral decisions made by the appropriate bodies that have found that in favour of those countries who abide by the rules. India equally protects its land borders and should continue to protect its land borders, and Australia certainly supports India's sovereignty, and we regret those who seek to change the status quo when it comes to borders. We regret those who instigate conflict, as we've condemned Russia for their invasion in Ukraine. But, you know, in life you get a number of elements that will do the wrong thing. The important thing is that India and Australia are working within our region to ensure that overwhelmingly we're joined together collectively to argue for peace, for security, and for countries and citizens to be able to make choices for themselves, not being dictated by others.
And on Arunachal Pradesh, sir? I mean, China...
Well, the point is that the last time I looked at the map of India, it was Indian. Australia respects that sovereignty, and we have previously and we will continue to condemn those that seek to change the status quo because of the consequences, including conflict, that can deliver.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.